folks, welcome to History 102. This is actually a pretty straightforward class. I've broken it down basically into 4 units. And those units will have 3 or 4 chapters in them. You can find all that under assignments on the sidebar. The way to keep up with when things are due, and that's going to be crucial in this course, is right above where the assignments start, where the units start, you will find the summer schedule. Print this out, okay? This gives you all the dates and times for when stuff starts and stops. There are basically 3 things that you have to do in this course to pass. You have to do discussion boards. Those are really important. I'll talk about them a little bit more in just a minute. You have to do reading quizzes. Not quite so important, but they're going to count up for a lot of points when everything's said and done. And then there are 2 exams, a midterm and a final. As you approach the course, discussion boards will be the first thing that absolutely come up. Unit 1 will have a discussion board, and that discussion board will be broken down into multiple options that you can choose to write on. As you write on those, the requirements are going to be 3 posts per discussion board of at least 500 words total. So for discussion board for Unit 1, you'll have to do 3 posts at least. I would recommend more. You will have to do 500 words total. I would recommend more. Rule of thumb for discussion boards: post early, post often. The more you post, the more often you post, the earlier you post, the more other people are going to be able to respond, the more it's a discussion, the better your grade will be. Units will open on Monday. If you look on the schedule, they open this Monday, and then in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Discussion boards close on Fridays. Okay, so you get 2 weeks to write on the discussion board. I do want you to make your first post during that first week though. So you're required to make 3 posts per discussion board. Your first one should be up there by Friday of the first week. So the board opens today, and by Friday you should have at least 1 board up, or 1 post up to the first board. You will then need to put up at least 2 more posts with a total of at least 500 words by the following Friday. All right, and you're going to have to do that 4 times, once for each of the units. There will also be a reading quiz per chapter, and those are under the assignments also. And then finally, the exams. The midterm and the final, after Unit 2, again, you'll find on the schedule here that basically it's right after the 4th of July. The 5th, 6th, and 7th, Friday through Sunday, will be the midterm exam. And the exam will be open the entire time. You'll have 2 hours to take it once you start it. Okay? And then the final, and this is a little bit different because of the way this whole semester works, or the summer works, it shortens things up. So be aware of it, okay? You'll have the discussion board will be due by Wednesday night on July the 31st, and the exam will open up on the 31st and be open to 1st and the 2nd then, the 31st and the 1st. So that will be the one thing that you'll need to really pay attention to. But like I said, print this schedule out. It will help you tremendously. If you have questions, email me as soon as you can, okay? That's the easiest way to get a hold of me during the summer. I just don't go to the office very often, so leaving a message on my voicemail, not necessarily going to get to me. Send me an email. I check that daily, and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Do the discussion boards, do the reading quizzes, prepare yourself for the exams. You'll do just fine in the course. You can keep total points through the gradebook function. If you haven't used Blackboard before, go ahead and get used to it. Play around with it a little bit. You really can't mess anything up. If you go under course information, you'll find a couple of documents that will be very helpful to you. One of them is the rubric for discussion boards, and that'll lay out very clearly what I want you to do. And the other one is advice from former students, and that one's really helpful. I find that students put in their advice to their future classmates the same stuff that I would say, the exact same sort of advice that I give when people want to know how to do better in the course. There's also a discussion board for technical questions. If you have technical questions, things about why isn't something open, or when is something due, or things like that, you can put those up there. You can send a message to me directly if you've got a more personal question. There's also a discussion board, and it counts for points for introductions, and you can go ahead and jump on that one right away and start introducing yourself to the rest of the class. Class is going to be open as of Monday morning. Go to it. Let me know as soon as you can if you have any kind of problems. Summer's always short. We don't want to let things get on top of us, but good luck.